Hey guys, how's it going? It's Morgan coming to you with an instructional video, but it's not about mechanical stuff. It's about these GoPro things. I've had a bunch of you guys ask for kind of a best practices sort of instructional thing on how I do my videos, so I figure it's a Monday. I'm gonna go ride dirt bikes out at Peach Valley and shoot another video. So I figured I'd bring you along from the very beginning all the way through editing. I hope that's interesting. So I'll start with, first of all, got the bike loaded up. But the very first thing that I do before I go shoot is I want to check my memory card. So right now I'm shooting on my GoPro 7 Black, and I'm going to be filming the video on my 8 Black. So a couple things. I love this mount. It's the Dango design gripper mount. It goes up underneath the chin of the helmet. I like it because I can take it off, talk to it, put it back on really quickly. It's super easy. I haven't had any problems with it coming off. Yeah, it's an awesome mount. They're 50 bucks. I sell them here at the shop. I'll also put a link down in the description where you can get them on Amazon. Great product. So anyway, shooting on a Hero 8 Black. First thing I do though is I come in here, I'm gonna turn it on, and I want to check my battery and my card. And it's kind of hard to see. Let's see if I can. This is a lot harder to film than I thought. I don't have my big camera, but anyway, what you're gonna do is you come here, and so this battery's only got 51%. It says right up here. Anyway, I think the card is empty, but what I like to do is just to make sure, come down here like that, hit preferences, scroll to the bottom, reset, format SD card, format, and that formats the card, and that completely wipes it clean. I do that before I shoot every time, 100%, because I want to make sure that that thing has got all the memory possible and it's ready to go. So I run a 128 gig micro SD card in these cameras. I think they make a bigger one. I think they make it 256, but 128 is 4 hours shooting at 4K and 24 frames a second. By the way, yes, that's what I shoot at. I shoot in 4K, 24 frames a second, which is kind of the cinematic standard. It's not the most crystal clear. You can do 60 frames a second, and it makes it really super clear, but it eats up a ton of data, and it takes longer to work with on my computer, and it's really not necessary for YouTube. Most people are gonna maybe watch in 1080, maybe 4K on their big TV, but even at 4K, 24 frames a second looks great. That's what movies are shot at, because that's what your eye, there's some science behind that. Anyway, so clear the card, make sure you got plenty of memory. 51% is not really enough for me to get started, so I've got lots of batteries. I think I have 6 batteries in here and 1 in there. You want to make sure you have everything you need before you take off, because you'd hate to get somewhere and not get the shot that you've been wanting, right? So I just make sure I've got all my batteries charged up. Obviously the one in the camera isn't, but that's okay. 51% will get us started on the video. That'll be fine. But then I got plenty to shoot the rest of the thing. I'm going to be shooting a video on the Sidewinder Trail. I'm gonna ride out to the far north end of it, and I'm gonna come back north to south the whole thing and shoot kind of a in-depth video about that trail. I don't run the dongle, the thing that goes in that can run to a longer battery life, mainly because I don't want to have cords everywhere. I like the idea of being able to take that camera off, look at it, and put it back on. Camera's ready, everything's ready to go. We're gonna head out to Peach Valley. I'll show you how I kind of pack my bag, my vest for filming. And then that'll be the next thing, and then we'll go out and shoot some video. All right, so we're out of Peach Valley now. I've parked actually kind of away from the main parking lot because I'm shooting this video, and it's craziness down there, so there's tons of people. So next thing, when I'm thinking about shooting a video, I always want to shoot kind of an intro scene. And these are just my opinions, right? Like, you guys do what you want, but it seems like the videos I get the most comments, likes, and things like that on are ones that have kind of a cool intro thing. So I really like doing things where I'm unloading the bike, because it kind of gives that feeling like you're getting ready, right? I don't know. It just seems to get people in the mood. So I've shot ones with the camera up on the top of the van, all sorts of stuff. So I think this time I'm actually going to put the camera down on the ground, looking up as I roll out, and we'll shoot that. Another thing real quick I want to say is that always shoot way more than you think you should. Roll the camera as much as you can, because you can always edit and cut things out and chop things, but you can't ever go back, right? Well, you can go back, but it's a huge pain to drive all the way back out to try to shoot a video. So I always run the thing way more often. That's why I run a big card. That's why I have lots of batteries. All right, so now let's talk about how I pack my vest for filming. I'm not going to go into, obviously, all the mechanical stuff and all that stuff I got in it. I just want to talk about what I run or how I set it up for when I'm filming. So, got my vest here. Obviously, I like the Wolf Enduro. It's got lots of room, blah, blah, blah. I won't go into that. What I do is I got my extra batteries here. I put my extra batteries in the right pocket over here. And when I got all my extra batteries here. I also put my phone in here for taking pictures. And then over here in this side, I got other tools, but that left side is for, as I use batteries, I put the used batteries in the left pocket, just loose. And then I pull new batteries from the right side, and I've got that. For me, that works, right? You can set it up. It doesn't matter. I don't care how you do it. But also, my new batteries are inside of a bag, so it's easy for me to know that, okay, I'm pulling a new battery out, I'm putting it in, taking the old battery, chucking it in there. It just helps me keep it in rotation so I don't grab an old battery and accidentally put that in, and then I don't get the shot or whatever. So just come up with some sort of system that helps you just rotate batteries through. So that's mine. Like I said, new batteries on the right, old batteries on the left, and we just go through it. That's about it. I'm not taking the drone today. If I do take the drone, it goes in another pocket and all that stuff, but I'm just going to shoot this video. This video is about the Sidewinder Trail. I'm going to get geared up and then we're going to go ride. I'm here at the Sidewinder Trail. I just filmed an intro using this thing. The cool thing again about these Dango mounts is you can just grab them, you can set them down on things, you can clip them to other things, whatever. They're just really handy. I like to introduce what I'm doing, right? So I just shot a little video saying, hey, we're here doing the Sidewinder Trail, blah, blah, kind of gave some facts about it, then we're going to head out. I've found that the more you talk and interact with the camera, it seems like the more people really like the videos. If you just get on the bike and ride and shoot the video, it might be interesting to some people, but a lot of people, they get bored just watching the trail. Even if it's an interesting trail or whatever, they like to, see different perspectives maybe. I'll show you down here a little ways. I'm going to stop and I'll set the camera up and ride by it. You want to switch it up. Really try to break up the video with either talking or different shots or whatever like that. It really helps you keep people interested instead of just sitting there riding down the trail. So anyway, I'm gonna go for a ride. All right, guys, so this is one of those things that I think is going to look pretty cool if we get a video, like a shot from away. So you want to stop. I mean, when you're shooting these videos, it takes a while sometimes, to get everything you want. So I think coming up this rocky thing is going to look pretty cool. So I'm going to set the camera down over here, go back down, come back up it, and then we'll head on out. There we go, just like that. hopefully that turns out pretty cool. Put that in the video. Keep on riding. There we go. Finished the trail. We got all the footage we need. Didn't miss a second of it because I kept changing batteries. Gonna head back down to the car with the pup, go for a walk, and then I'll bring you along as we edit this thing. All right, guys, so awesome time shooting the video. Now comes the work part, right? So I really, really enjoy this part of the whole process. A lot of people don't, but that's probably why, you know, the channel's doing pretty well and people seem to enjoy the videos, is I really like doing the editing. The editing is what really sets it apart because anybody can just film and then upload everything to YouTube. So I work on a Mac. It's an iMac. I don't know. It's a couple years old. It's not the fastest in the world. I do have a solid state drive in it, which helps a bunch with the speed. I am actually hoping to upgrade in the next maybe year, 2 years to iMac Pro, which will be a lot nicer because it'll be way faster. But anyway, so I use, I know you guys are all going to wonder what I use for editing. I use Final Cut Pro, which is Mac's high-end editing software. There's what the screen looks like. It's busy, right? There's a lot going on there. I'm sure if you've watched anybody else's videos showing them editing, you'll see kind of the same situation. There's a whole bunch going on. There's lots of editing software out there. I use a Mac. Mac, to me, makes sense. It works. It works with my brain. It's easy. Other people are Windows people. I'm not going to get into an argument about which one's better. You just got to find out which one works for you. Same with the software. I used iMovie for a long time. It's really, really, really easy to use, but it's a little bit limited. You don't have quite the power that you have with Final Cut. So eventually I finally upgraded to Final Cut Pro. It costs a little bit of money, but it's really nice. So first things first, though, we got to get the information from the camera to the computer. Also, I use an Otherworld Computing external hard drive. It's a 16 terabyte rig. It's going to be too small eventually. Probably not that terribly long from now. But it is what it is. Let's upload this stuff. Boom. It comes up automatically. When you put it in, if the thing's open, there's our footage. Cool. Create new event. Having a naming system is really important for your videos, so you can keep track of them and where they are and all that stuff. So I like to put the name of like what I did first and then the date after. Because if I'm looking for Sidewinder, I'm obviously going to be looking for Sidewinder, not the date first. And if I pull up all the Sidewinder stuff, then I can look at the dates and see which one I'm looking for. So I'm just going to name this one Sidewinder 9/28/20. All right, so we got the event name. Now with Final Cut, I can just come down here and import all. And that, boom, there it goes. So now I'm going to go make myself a drink. Not an alcoholic drink because I don't do that anymore, but it's going to take a while, especially at 4K. It takes a while to download. All right, so we got all of the information in. So we have an event, right? And it's called Sidewinder 9/28/20. And then you make a project within that, and this is it. It's also Sidewinder 9/28/20, and this is the blank project down here. So what we do is we're going to come up here, and we're going to start grabbing pieces of footage and dropping it into our thing. So it's super easy. You just click and drag. Let's see. We'll get my bike. We're just going to go. Boom, there's 4 seconds. Boom. There's rolling the bike out. And so basically, you're just going to click and drag and drop things into the thing. Now, I know that some of you might be interested a little bit more in like, how do I choose clips and things like that? But that's where the art comes into it. And it really depends on you. Now, I personally think, you know, I have beliefs about what I think is interesting and what other people might think is interesting and stuff like that. But everybody's a little bit different. But basically, you want to pick things that are going to catch people's eye and get things, you know, get people to react and respond and maybe leave a comment or something like that. That's if you're trying to grow a YouTube channel or monetize a YouTube channel or something like that. If all you're wanting to do is just make a video so your friends and family can look at it, doesn't really matter. Like I said, I like to keep things interesting, move things around, do stuff like that. It's okay. What's up? I can edit anything.
Ironic happened.
There's my kid. Now I'm just going to go through all the clips, and you can just scroll through them up here. You just scroll through. We're going to grab clips and do stuff, and we're just going to put together a video. I hope that's interesting, guys. I hope that's what you're looking for. If you have any other questions or you want to know anything else, make sure you comment below. I really like Final Cut Pro and iMovie. They seem to me to be the most intuitive and easiest to use. I've used some Windows-based ones. I just never really gotten into them. But yeah, I hope that's interesting. I hope you guys like that. Let me know if you like it in the comments below. Also, if you have just joined us and this is the first thing you've ever watched from Highland Cycles, first of all, this is totally different than most of our videos. And make sure you subscribe because this video that I just shot of Sidewinder will be up here pretty soon. Thanks, guys. I love you. Get out and spread the gospel of two wheels. And I hope that what we're doing here at Highland Cycles is inspiring you guys to work on, make movies, and get out and ride your dirt bikes.